The Nobel Peace Prize does not exist in the abstract. It exists because Alfred Nobel wrote a will, and that will imposed limits on it. Not aspirations, actual limits. Fraternity between nations, reduction or abolition of standing armies, peace as restraint, not as branding. That language matters because it draws a boundary between recognizing efforts to reduce violence and rewarding actors who justify or advance coercion. You can argue over interpretation, but you cannot pretend the boundary was never there. The problem is that the prize has been drifting for decades away from that boundary and towards something else. It has increasingly functioned as a legitimizing device within Western geopolitical narratives, a way of laundering pressure campaigns through the language of morality. And that's not conjecture either. It is visible in the pattern of the awards, in who gets elevated, when they get elevated, and in what political context that elevation ends up occurring. The Peace Prize has stopped acting as a brake and started behaving like an amplifier instead. And that drift becomes impossible to ignore in the case of Venezuela, because the context is not an ambiguous one these days, is it? The United States under Donald Trump has been running an open, sustained pressure campaign against Venezuela, and under Trump has ramped that up even more to the point we're now seeing blockades. We've had sanctions, diplomatic isolation, recognition of parallel authorities, Juan Guaido, economic strangulation, and persistent regime change rhetoric. So it's not a frozen conflict or a historical footnote. It is active, ongoing, and explicitly coercive.